What we're gonna do now, I'm going to remember up here, so they're gonna let the user ask the user to enter two numbers of integer type. Then the program will execute and tell us whether the numbers are greater or less than or are the same. This is what we're gonna do now. Now, before we can ask the user to enter two integers, what we have to do, we have to come up here and we have to type uses CTR semicolon, and then we have to declare our variables, right? So we're gonna put a single line comment, and we're gonna go um, declaration 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 of variables along with data types. All right. So we're going to declare var for variables. Then we're going to have number one, comma, number two, colon, integer. All right. Semicolon. All right. Now what we're going to do now, right below right here, enter. We're going to ask the user to enter their first number. All right, so gonna type write open bracket single quote please enter your first number as an integer. Colon space single quote close bracket semicolon. Then now we're gonna get the number that the user typed using the keyboard. So we're gonna write read ln open bracket, and it will be number one, right? Close bracket, semicolon. Then we're gonna also ask the user to enter the second number. So read open bracket single quote, please enter your second number as an integer. Colon space bar single quote close bracket semicolon. Then we're going to read ln open bracket number two close bracket semicolon. Okay. So what we did, we asked the user to enter two numbers. All right, so we're gonna scroll down so we can see All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to write our if statement. So if number 1 is, so this is our condition that we're writing now. If number 1, which is our variable, is greater than number 2, then enter, begin, all right, begin, enter, tab, going to write ln, open bracket, single quote, the first number that you entered is greater than the second number that you entered. Single quote, close bracket, um, semicolon. All right. So we're gonna go enter, backspace, end. Then we're gonna type enter, and we're gonna type else. We're gonna write a if else if number 2 is greater than number 1, then begin, enter, tab, write ln, open bracket, single quote, the second number that you entered is greater than the first number that you entered, colon, close bracket, semicolon. All right, then we need an end. Then we're going to have an else. The else will check if the two numbers are equal or are the same. So after the end, we're going to write else, enter, begin. So we need the beginning in the next line. So I need to press enter. I'm going to scroll down here. So we're going to begin, enter, tab, write ln, open bracket, single quote, the first number that you entered is the same as the second number. Single quote, close bracket, semicolon. All right, then we need an end. And this end will have a semicolon to indicate that the if statement ends. So I'm going to write ends, end, semicolon. All right, let's compile our code and see. And let us check that we have the end here, right? So we're going to click delete here, right the caret up. All right. So let us compile our project. Okay, 0 errors. Good job. I'm going to click execute to run. And here it is. It says enter your first integer. So I'm going to enter 5, enter, 6, enter. And there it says the second number that you enter is greater. It should be than your first number that you entered. All right, so let us go and change um is greater than the where is where is the first number? All right, you need to remove the n. Now remember, you have to compile it. If you don't compile it, it will run the last code that you compiled. Okay, so I'm gonna click execute, and there it is. I'm gonna try it again. 7, enter, 8, enter, and there it is. The saying that the second number is greater than the first number. Press enter to close, or we're gonna run again, and we're gonna execute. I'm gonna put a larger number here, 6, enter, 4, enter, and there it says the first number that you enter is greater than the second number that you entered. All right, so let's go again. Execute. I'm gonna type a larger number, enter, and then a smaller number. Says the first number that you enter is greater than the second number you enter. All right, let's run it again. Execute. So we're going to type a smaller number now, enter, and then a larger number, enter. And it says the second number that you enter is greater than the first number you entered. Okay, and let's try the other way. All right, so we're going to type a larger number, 44, enter, and then 33, enter. The first number you entered is greater than the second. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to check if we have two numbers that are the same now. So 9, enter, 9, enter, and there it is. The first number you enter is the same as the second number. So good job. So this is how you would use the if statement, right? So I showed you how to write a if statement, how to write a if then else, right? And this brings us to the end of today's video. Please take care until then, and in the next video, I'll be showing you how to write a pseudocode for a problem that uses that if statement. Bye. We have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, we looked at the if statement with respect to if then else. In the next video, we'll be showing you a pseudocode and a flowchart for a given problem whereby we use the if statements to solve the problem. The if statement is a selection control. So we're looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Please take care until then. Bye. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.